So another thing about that Superman trailer I really liked was the fact that Lex Luthor, the first shot we get of Lex Luthor is him looking out the window. Superman flies by. He turns around and he looks so fucking mad, which is so fun. Hi, welcome back to Bomb Squad Talk Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Squad. I don't know. Star Wars. I'm Tanner. Rein's here.
What are we? Some kind of skeleton squad?
Yeah, we are. We're here to talk about episode 4. Can't say I remember no at Adden.
Can't say I remember no at Adden.
Which was at least probably the episode I was most excited for. And Rein, why was that?
Because there was these indie directors that I remember you talked to before. I don't know what they're up to these days. I think they make some music videos too. One of them's called Daniel, but it's like, oh, they're directing this. That's neat. They haven't directed anything big like this before.
Yeah, no. Budget of this episode was probably more than Everything Everywhere All at Once. The Daniels directed this episode. I was excited for this episode because one, they're amongst my favorite filmmakers on the planet right now. They're 2 for 2 in my eyes. They've made my favorite movie of all time. So obviously I'm excited to watch anything they touch. And 2, this is the first thing of theirs I've watched that they directed but didn't write. And I was very interested in what the things when people ask me, oh, what do you like about Daniels? I usually point to things about the things that are largely present in their writing, like the emotional themes they tackle. I was curious to see what I like about them as directors and what I could glean about them as directors. And Rein, they fucking love pushing the camera in on characters so goddamn much.
I will say, logically, I came in knowing like chances are strong, like I'm hyping this up a little too much, and it is ultimately going to be a director for hire thing, which I think it literally was. I wasn't I guess maybe I was a little disappointed because the emotional part of me was I did let myself get a little bit too hyped up. It was like, oh man, what is this going to be? Is this going to be one of the best pieces of Star Wars content ever? Hey, maybe it would have been if like they actually give them episode 10 if they want to do it. Actually, maybe that's a bad idea because I don't want to hurt them like that.
Don't worry, Rein. They won't be hurt because that movie will never happen because Disney doesn't know how to make Star Wars movies anymore. I'm going to say this every time, but until something comes out, I have no evidence that they remember how to make Star Wars movies.
Yeah, no, they've proven in the past, couple years that sometimes they can make some solid shows. And they've made good Star Wars movies before.
They made one of the best Star Wars movies in Solo, a Star Wars story.
Overall, I had a good time with this episode, but like I was saying, I guess with my unreasonable disappointment, I wouldn't call it like any like significantly better than any of the other episodes. I'd say it's about on par. Like if you didn't tell me this was the Daniels, I would definitely be like, oh, this was. I would have felt like more voice than I would have with the previous episodes, but at the same time, nothing too crazy compared to what we've seen before.
I do think it's my favorite episode of the show so far, not because the Daniels directed it, though I'm sure their direction helped. You can't recognize the directorial style again with the push-ins. I didn't really see that present in the other episodes. Also, they come from the Breaking Bad cinematography school where they like putting the camera on things as opposed to just on equipment.
I loved my favorite moment on a technical level, at least, was like the bit at the end with the robot where he's like, I'm going to rip you up. And I'm like, limb from limb.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
The way they shot that, I was like, oh, this is like, it feels very un-Star Wars, but like in a fun way. I've never seen like a Star Wars scene shot like this, and I'm loving it.
No, same. I dug it for the same reasons. But the second reason why it's my favorite episode of the show so far is that not really any setup. We're just pure, this is the show now. We're probably going to hop from planet to planet until we get to the right one. And I'm into that. Though, let me tell you, in terms of mystery building, discovering that they went to another planet that looks identical. I mean, identical to their planet, except just in total ruins. And discover some like weird war faction shit is going on here. It really makes you curious about like what's going on with these planets. Who did this all those years ago and why? Also, Jude Law shows himself to maybe be more of pure heart than expected.
Yeah.
The guy from Amélie is here, the French movie. Like when the general guy showed up, I literally paused the episode. I was like, I fucking know this asshole. And I went to check his IMDb and his top credit was Amélie. And I went, of course.
I didn't notice because I haven't seen that movie in quite a hot minute. But good for him.
Him being like the only adult we see on this planet is also interesting. And the stuff like these two factions of children warring and finding out that SM-33, like the old captain, like someone wanted to hide at Aden, and presumably a pirate of some kind was trying to hide at Aden. Did the pirate do this mystery? I don't know. What, like,
as far as mystery building goes, I've been more invested with this than I have been with all the J.J. Abrams mystery box stuff we got in the sequel trilogy.
What are stories but mystery boxes? There's a
Shut up! Oh my god, I don't care!
It's possible that like this setup is going to like lead to like kind of a disappointing, or at least not a crazy solution, or not a crazy answer. It's going to be better than that. We're not going to find out that Blue Kid is actually Max Rebo's grandchild.
Here's the unfortunate thing that we're going to find out. You ready for this, Rein? My coworker suggested this, and when he said this, it would actually maybe ruin the show for me. The plot twist is that the Republic itself was responsible for these planets being hidden, and that these pirates were hired to do it under the guise that there be treasure for them. And the reason why this planet is hidden is because the great objective that Aden is building towards is they're trying to clone Palpatine.
That's hopeful, man. Well, next time, just let it go. Let it go.
No. Oh, that would, oh my god. Like, I could see the logic in the executives being like, well, people hated the Palpatine thing. Maybe they'll hate it less if we
made it make sense.
No, I assume that their plan has got to be like, let's just make people forget everything. Or maybe I'm just thinking, oh, that's what I would do, is let's just ignore everything that happened in that, like just sidestep it as much as we possibly can. Everything to do with Return of Skywalker.
It was time to let you know the truth that this is a very real possibility, and I'm genuinely scared that that's going to be the reveal in the final episode.
The way it's set up, it is realistically. I assume the stakes aren't going to be. The stakes are going to be something that just like stay within this show. It's not going to be something that like affects other pieces of Star Wars media. I think it would be maybe more likely that was the case if this was set around closer to the sequel trilogy.
Or our main character Wim, at the end of this movie, he's gonna commit to being a full pirate guy, and when he goes to the pirate planet again as a young man, a few years later, they're gonna ask him, "Hey, what's your name?" And he decides he's not gonna go by Wim anymore. And he looks up and says, "My name is Poe Dameron."
We're only halfway there. Things could definitely shit the bed. I'm not expecting it. I don't know. I think a kind of boring but satisfying enough answer is probably the most likely. Definitely more likely than some batshit embarrassing thing like that, like you're saying. But
yeah, no, I don't think that's likely, but it is possible. But no, this was another fun episode. I thought the whole like thing was cute. I think some of the emotional beats like really played to the Daniels directorial strength, especially the Squid Kid's whole thing, like with him being like, I don't want to fight, I just want to be kind. It gave me massive vibes of Kiwi Kwan's character and Everything Ever All at Once.
Yeah, no, it was. I'm glad we got this because we were due like a moment with him to like get some more character development, because like he was like at this before then he was like probably like the least developed of the kids. Like there wasn't really much going on with him, but like yeah, it was very sweet, very cute, and yeah, I think he adds a good role to the team, personality wise. And how can you not love him?
No, he's precious. All the kids are great. We learned that KB's good with a blaster. The like leader kid seems to be really not cut out for this shit, but I like the plot there.
Yeah, no, all the kids except for Win, the main kid, all of them I'm really liking. I think they're really interesting. I still don't really give a shit about the main kid at all. Like he's fine. I don't dislike him, but I there's just not really anything going on with him. He sucks at everything, not in like a plot hole way. We still got 4 episodes to go. Maybe that'll change.
Yeah, maybe we'll finally like it will be revealed something and we'll go, oh. Yeah, I think that's really all I have to say. Great episode. The Daniels directed it well. I'm really curious to see where this mystery is going. And Jude Law, also great in this episode. It was a great character beat when he expertly shut the droid off, and then all the kids go, "Thank you, Neil," and he's just like, "Fuck you guys, God."
Jude Law is great. Thought I had something to add there. No, I feel like I've said everything about this character I can say so far. Any other bits?
Not that I can remember off the top of my head. I don't think we had a cut back to the parents back home. So I expect the next episode might be more focused on that. That's my current prediction.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, who knows? Just good stuff. You know who else is full of good stuff?
Do I?
You, the person watching / listening to this continuing vidcast series on Bomb Squad Talk Skeleton Crew. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you're listening on any of the audio platforms we're on, go ahead and leave us a review, boost us in the algorithm. Mosey on down over to our Patreon. The $5 tier gets you access to commentary tracks, and the $10 tier gets you a little shout out at the end of this stuff. So Mr. Jason Secord and my mom, Tiny Craft, thank you so much for being on our $10 tier. We really appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Go down in the comment section below and let me know. What do you think of the Daniels directorial style in this episode? Did you like this episode overall? Do you think this mystery is building up to some crazy, stupid Palpatine clone shit or not? And finally, Jude Law's hairline. What's up with it? Comment below and let me know. And while you're down there, hit the like button so we know how much you like us. Hit the subscribe button so we know how much you love us. And hit the bell icon so you can know exactly when we upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
They slid my ticket across the table and I said, sorry guys, I gotta see about a girl.